Hello and welcome to today's video. We will be playing 100 games of Hole in the Wall from the MCC Island beta testing server, which is one of my favorite games so far, considering there's only 4 games on the server for now, but that's okay. Moving on. Now, playing 100 games of Hole in the Wall is pretty easy, without any goals to complete. But that's not the case. I am giving myself 3 goals. 1. Get an 80% rate of getting top 10 in 100 games. I'll explain this more later on when I do the analytics. Number 2, getting at least 1 top 3 in each map. Number 3, getting at least 1 first place. This is going to be the most trickiest, considering that the only time I've ever gotten first place is when I was not recording. So chances are that's going to happen again. Good God. So, without further ado, let us continue with the games. So, the first map we are covering is the classic map, or as I like to call it, the donut map. For the statistics, we've gotten the classic map 22 out of 100 games. We got 14 out of 22 games where we got top 10, and our average placement in this map is 8th place. Granted, this won't be completely accurate because of games having players range from 15 players to 24 players, which if I did more analyzing, and I did, we can potentially get a more accurate placement average. 16 players in a game is the most common, as I've gotten that amount of players in 10 games out of the 22 games. And in those 10 games, my most common placement is 9th and 13th, which I got both twice. My placement within these games ranges from 3rd place to 14th place, leaving my average placement in this map with 16 players to be 6th place. Now, moving on to the beach, which I often call it the snake map. We've gotten the beach map 32 out of 100 games, leaving it to be the most I've gotten compared to the others. We placed top 10 in 23 out of the 32 games we played in this map, giving an average placement of 11th place. But to get a more accurate reading of our average placement, we found out that the most common amount of players in these games was 17 players and 18 players, each having 7 games with those amount of players. So, our average placement in this map with 17 players would be 3rd place, having our placements range from 2nd place to 14th place. And our average placement in this map for 18 players would be 4th place, having our placement range between 7th place to 14th place. This data may seem off, but when it came to this map, the amount of players had a higher range rarity compared to the classic map. Moving on to the high-rise map, which in my notes I've called it the grid map because before researching I didn't know the name and didn't realize the name of the maps was said in the game. Anyways, on to the analyzing. We've got the high-rise map in 18 games out of the 100 games we played, which is really quite low, and it's sad because it's one of my favorite maps. And because this map is my favorite, it's no surprise that I got 13 games out of 18 games where I got in top 10, leaving my average placement to be 6th place. But to be more accurate, our players in the games ranged from 15 to 23 players, with 16 and 18 players being more common in this map. So our average placement in this map with 16 players is quite frankly 2nd place. But keep in mind, this is just 4 games out of the 18 we played. Our average placement in this map with 18 players is also 2nd place, considering there was 4 games with 18 players as well. And last but not least, the medieval but scary map, which was perfect for Halloween, but not perfect for me. I did not like this map that much. Don't get me wrong, I love the map design and how aesthetically pleasing it looks, but I hated the wall types, and we got this map in 28 games out of the 100 times we played. But despite how much I wasn't fond of the walls in this map, I was able to get top 10 in 20 games out of the 28 games, making our average placement to be 11th place. And if we go into more details, the most common amount of players in a game we play is 16 and 18, once again. So our average placement in this map with 16 players is 4th place. And our average placement in a game of 18 players is 5th place. So, did we complete our goals? We completed only one goal, which was getting at least one top 3 in each map. Getting second place in classic map and beach map, and third place in high-rise map and medieval but scary map. Sadly, we didn't get first place at all. And when it came to our first goal of having to get an 80% rate of getting top 10, it was almost made. But instead we got a 70% rate of getting top 10 in 100 games. So, what did I learn from this? I'm not as good at hole in the wall as I thought I was. But with all this math and stuff, we have to keep in mind that it isn't 100% accurate as much as I wish it is. My goal of this video was to find out my average placement in each map as like a placeholder I expected to get in each game. But with how these games have different traps, different players that both contribute to my chance of winning or losing, it would never be accurate. One game I could have players who are sweet and won't attack other players, and another game I could have players who throw snowballs at me, punch me off, or make me stuck in a cobweb. And if it's not the players, it's the traps such as Revenge, where the slime deals so much knockback damage I lose constantly no matter how good I can be. And that is the video for today. I hope you enjoy it despite me full on going in analytics mode, which I absolutely love diving into the numbers for anything. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe to see potentially more videos like this. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see me play 100 games of To Get to the Other Side, or Sky Battle, or Battle Box. Those will be a nightmare for me, but I will do it for the content. And without further ado, I'll see you next week. Goodbye!